Hi everybody, good Friday evening to you, and welcome to Katy, Texas, and welcome to the beginning of the Texas Class 6A State Baseball Playoffs. This is Vype, FortBend.com coverage. In the bracket, there are 128 teams, all of whom want to be the state Class A champion in baseball, but only one of those 128 can make it. And the two that we're going to be describing for you tonight are your Ridgepoint Panthers and the Katy Cinco Ranch Cougars. I'm Roger Smith. We have perfect weather for this one, especially if you like a hard wind blowing out to left field. Ridgepoint is on the field warming up right now. They will be the visiting team as in this one gamer. That's what's so interesting about this one. It's a one gamer. You win and you move on to the next round. If you don't win tonight, you are done. So most teams will play a 2 out of 3 in the first round of the series playoffs, and in most other rounds other than the semifinal and finals, which are of course one game each. But it's Ridgepoint and Cinco Ranch. This VypeFortBend.com presentation of first round playoff baseball is brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity is a proud supporter of Fort Bend and Greater Houston High School sports on VypeFortBend.com. With the new Xfinity Sports Zone app, watch multiple games at once and check live stats and scores while watching another game. It's the best sports entertainment experience with Xfinity X1. And by First Tire and Automotive. Make sure your vehicles are in shape for the spring. First Tire and Automotive has locations in First Colony, Greatwood, Katy Cinco Ranch, and on Eldridge Road in Sugar Land. And all 4 of those locations are open on Saturdays. For the best prices on tires, go to firsttireandauto.com. We're going to tell you everything you could possibly want to know about this matchup tonight, not just from a right now perspective, but also the historical perspective. We will step aside and be right back with that information for you on the Batter Up Show, Cinco Ranch and Ridgepoint, getting started at the top of the hour. We'll be right back on VypeFortBend.com.
Breaking up is hard to do. Just when you think you're ready to leave, you talk yourself back into staying. And when it comes to your wireless carrier, you know you should have left a while ago. You're over the big 3 carriers. You deserve better. Xfinity Mobile, the carrier rated #1 in customer satisfaction. Now you can get unlimited with 5G included for just $30 a month when you get 4 lines. $30 for all the flexibility you could ask for on the nation's fastest, most reliable network. That's the kind of relationship you want to be in, where there's give and take. We give you unlimited data for $30. You take it everywhere you go. So break free from the big 3 and switch to Xfinity Mobile to start saving.
Take the savings challenge at xfinitymobile.com/mysavings or visit an Xfinity store to learn how our Switch Squad makes it easy to switch to Xfinity Mobile and Internet together and save hundreds. Savings compared to top 3 carriers. Xfinity Internet required. Reduced speeds at 20 gigabytes per line. Most reliable based on RootMetrics US report. Results vary, not an endorsement.
Mom? Mommy? Mother? Good, she's not here. Let me give you a good idea on how to really surprise your mom for Mother's Day. First Tire and Auto. First Tire and Auto has great specials. Check this out. Save up to $300 on tires. Go to firsttireandauto.com for all the details. Don't forget the flowers and spa day too. The tires may not be as big as a surprise as me and Dad think. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Welcome everybody. This is the Batter Up Show on VypeFortBend.com. We're going to tell you all about Ridgepoint and Cinco Ranch. Well, first of all, Ridgepoint is the 2nd seed out of District 26A. And Cinco Ranch is the 3rd seed out of District 19 6A. They finished behind Katy and Tompkins in the standings. Ridgepoint was in 2nd place in 26A behind the Travis Tigers. 9-4 is the Panthers district record. All time, the head coach of the Panthers, Clinton Welch, is 25-13 in postseason games at Ridgepoint. And this is his 7th season with the school. In playoff series, in his time at Ridgepoint, Coach Welch's teams have won 10 playoff series and lost 4. In one-gamers like this one, including the state semifinals and finals at Round Rock, Coach Welch's Panthers have won 2 and lost 1. Besides McKinney Boyd and South Lake Carroll, the teams they faced at Round Rock in 2019, The Welch-era Panthers have had only one other one-game playoff, and that was against Cinco Ranch in 2018, and they beat the Cougars 8-1. That night, Chase Hendricks had a shutout until Cinco scored a run in the top of the 7th. Garrett Johnson's big brother Zach started at shortstop in that game, and tonight Garrett starting in center field for the Panthers. Well, the next week after that win over Cinco Ranch in 2018, Ridgepoint was swept out of those playoffs by Cy Ranch. But after that humiliating defeat to Cy Ranch in 2018, after that they beat 6 straight playoff opponents before they made it to the state final in 2019 and lost to South Lake Carroll. Of course, there were no baseball or softball playoffs for anybody in Texas in 2020, so here we are, finally, thank God. Ridgepoint has a player who's played professional baseball. According to the Baseball Reference website, Michael Cooper played 3 minor league seasons in the Cleveland Indians organization, and if memory serves correctly, Michael Cooper graduated with the class of 2017. The Ridgepoint varsity baseball coach before Clinton Welch was Jody Albright. He led the Panthers through their first 4 varsity seasons and went to the playoffs 3 times. Albright's Panthers won 5 postseason games and lost 5. And the deepest the Panthers got into the playoffs in the program's infancy was the 3rd round in 2013. Not too bad. They lost to a very good Tomball team at that juncture. And over on the Cinco Ranch side, Brett Wallace, not the former Astro. Brett Wallace is the head coach in his 4th year with the Cougars, and he has won 52 games at Cinco Ranch High School. Both of these teams have as much reason as anyone to curse their fates back in 2020. Cinco Ranch was 13-1-1, and Ridgepoint was 13-1 when COVID-19 brought the season to a premature end. So these teams have been very, very anxious not just to get back on the diamond for this season, but also to get into the postseason. And it's a shame that those folks who are part of the programs and were class of 2020 and have moved on to the next phase of their lives didn't get a chance to go to the postseason. All right, we'll step aside and bring you the starting lineups. When we return, this is VypeFortBend.com.
GetAGreatGig.com presents Gary Horn of HornSolutions.net on the most important factors in starting a business.
Number 1, where will you get the necessary capital? 2, you will probably not make money for some period of time. Prepare a conservative model of expected cost and revenues. 3, are you willing to work long hours for no pay and make sure all employees are paid?
For more free career and job search advice, log on to GetAGreatGig.com.
Hello, I'm Gary Horn, CEO of Horn Solutions. Our team of experienced accounting, finance, and IT professionals have delivered solutions to Houston businesses for over 3 decades. Our project group provides services ranging from assisting with mergers, acquisitions, and integrations to interim staffing. Our executive search group provides full-time placements for accounting, finance, and IT positions. Let Horn Solutions help you meet the challenges your company faces. Visit hornsolutions.net.
Welcome back, and here are the starting lineups for your Ridgepoint Panthers, the visiting team in this one-gamer at Cinco Ranch in Katy. Leading off and playing shortstop, it's Justin Vasas, the junior. Senior Kyle Rosa is in left field and batting second. The senior catcher Brandon Nelson bats third. Garrett Johnson playing center field and batting cleanup. And Nelson has typically been in the cleanup spot, but they've got Nelson batting third and Johnson batting cleanup. J.J. Kennett is at third base and batting fifth. Quinn Pfeiffer is the designated hitter batting sixth, and he bats in place of the starting pitcher Parker Menifee. Zach Ellis, the second baseman, bats seventh. Batting in the eighth spot, it's Colin Daig at first base and Tyler Dasher in right field for the Ridgepoint Panthers. Starting for Cinco Ranch, they have an outstanding player leading off. That is Clayton Keeling, the right fielder. Blake Hansen at first base, bats second. Gavin Rutherford is at third base, and he bats third. Ivan Marquez, their catcher, batting cleanup. Andrew Barker in left field, bats fifth. Batting sixth, it's the center fielder, Tyler Duran. Batting seventh, it's the DH, Rainer Castillo, and he's batting in place of the pitcher, Zach Royce. Batting eighth, it's Charles Atkinson at second base, and Brock DeYoung, the shortstop, and a freshman, a very talented one, bats in the 9-hole. And we'll tell you about the Cinco Ranch starting pitcher tonight. They're going with Zach Royce. Zach Royce is 5-1 on the season. He's pitched 46 innings, has a very nice ERA of 1.83, and he struck out 56 opponent batters. Zach Royce will be pitching for the Cinco Ranch Cougars. And we mentioned already that Parker Menifee is pitching for these Ridgepoint Panthers. And the thing about Parker Menifee, yes, he's been a solid pitcher. I wouldn't say that he's been the ace, but because this is a one-gamer, they can start with the very powerful pitcher and then maybe bring in Tyler Dasher, who has the most wins of anyone during district play for Ridgepoint. But it's all hands on deck. It really doesn't matter who you are. If Coach Welch needs you to pitch, then you're going to go out there and pitch. But let's tell you about Parker Menifee. He has 4 appearances in district games, 2 starts, no wins or losses. His last time starting was April 20th when he got a no decision as Ridgepoint took a 3-2 defeat at George Ranch. The ERA for Parker Menifee is 1.45. He's thrown 9 1/3 innings. He threw 86 pitches in his last start. And something that Coach Welch is always harping on, and he should be, Parker Menifee throws a lot of strikes. He threw 67% strikes in his last start. He's given up 6 hits in those 9 1/3 innings, 4 runs allowed, 2 of those earned. He struck out 15. He's got a lot of power. He's a big kid. And he's only walked 3 and given up no long balls during district play. So now the 2 teams are coming out and they're lining up along the respective baselines. Ridgepoint on the first base side and Cinco Ranch taking the field soon. We'll be right back on VypeFortBend.com with the first pitch. Glad you're with us.
There are no words to describe it. The isolation, the boredom, the loneliness. If you're wondering where your teenage son or daughter's spirit went, you're hardly alone. The past year has been devastating, especially for them. But here's the good news. They might just find it again, playing high school sports. Workouts that stimulate, teammates and coaches that care, the sense of belonging so many of us have been missing lately. That's what school sports are all about. The sense of achievement is real, and the camaraderie is hard to beat. Coping with uncertainty is difficult, but school sports can help the teenagers in your family start feeling like themselves again. Encourage them to give it a try. High school sports, it's so much more than a game.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Are you ready?
Ready for anything. For what life throws at you, at your kids.
Are they ready to study, research, write papers?
To do all the amazing things they don't even know they're capable of yet.
Internet Essentials from Comcast brings affordable, high-speed internet to your home for only $9.95 a month. Now available to low-income households eligible for public assistance programs like Medicaid, the National School Lunch Program, SNAP, housing assistance, and others. Visit InternetEssentials.com to apply. No credit check, contract, or installation fee. Taxes, extra restrictions apply.
Cinco Ranch is going to take the field momentarily, and you'll hear a big cheer from the home crowd. And here's who they'll have in the field. Zach Royce on the mound. Ivan Marquez is their catcher. Blake Hansen at first base. At second base, it's Charles Atkinson. Brock DeYoung, the freshman, at shortstop. Gavin Rutherford is the third baseman. Andrew Barker in left field. In center, it's Tyler Duran and Clayton Keeling playing in right field. And I'm very happy to say that I have some news for you of other playoff venues. And so far, it's a pretty good night for Fort Bend County and for Fort Bend ISD. The first game that got started today was Kempner hosting Northside in game 1 of a 3-game series, and Kempner got the victory 3-1. Kempner leading 3-1, and they'll play game 2 tomorrow at Kempner at 11 a.m. We've got some really good news on the Ridgepoint girls. After 3 innings, they're taking on Bel Air and leading 3-0 in that game 1. I want to thank Melissa Simmons for providing those scores. And by the way, I didn't give the props to Pedro Garcia and Lance Fegley, Kempner dads, who provided me with the score on Kempner over Northside. So Melissa Simmons let me know that the Ridgepoint girls are leading 3-0 after 3 innings in Game 1 against Bel Air. Back to baseball, the Elkins Knights are at home at the Castle, taking on the Tompkins Falcons, who I have to say would be the favored team, but it is 2-0 Elkins after 1 inning. So the Knights looking pretty good. So I'm getting my first look at Zach Royce, and he is kind of like Parker Menifee, although not quite as big a kid as Menifee. He's a hard-throwing right-hander. Justin Vossas is going to bat first for these Ridgepoint Panthers. He's got an on-base percentage of .283, and he's driven in 6 runs. One of the best things about Justin is that he hardly ever strikes out. In the entire season of district play, that's 13 games, and I think he played all but maybe one of those. In fact, I think he played in all of them, and maybe they took him out of the game early against Bush. But Justin only struck out twice in the entire district season of 13 games. He's got 6 RBIs, and he drew 5 walks. He's got 3 doubles, leads the team in that category. Also has what I believe is the team's only home run in district play. Right-handed hitting Justin Vossas, looking at Zach Royce, and we're ready for the first pitch. Here's Royce's first pitch, and Vossas takes a strike on the outside corner. He's near the back of the box, up against the hard thrower. Royce brings it, and a let-up pitch, and Vossas fights it off, and it fouled off the left side, rolled all the way down about 200 and something feet from home plate. So he's down 0-2. Royce rocks and brings it way upstairs. That's a hit the mascot kind of pitch. And the reaction is from the dugout at Ridgepoint. I guess they probably talked about that before the game and said, you know, if he throws really wild, let's make him think about it. And now there's noise from both sides. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed, and Vossas goes down on strikes. Meanwhile, catcher Ivan Marquez throws it over Gavin Rutherford's head into left field. So maybe there's a little playoff nervousness on both sides. Run away now, and it's Kyle Rosa. Rosa batting .350 in district games. His on-base percentage .409. He's driven in 6 runs. Looks at one that's high for a ball, and I think we're going to have plenty of noise. You're going to know that we're not in an empty ballpark. This is the way we like it. Rosa looks at the second pitch, and that's a strike at the outside corner, and he gives the ump a look. But the ump, I don't think, was looking at that time. Here's the 1-1 from Royce. Outside. Wow, we got a spirited game here. As I said in the batter up show, a strong wind blowing out to left field. Rosa ready, Royce's pitch. Popped up on the infield, and it's twisting over near the right side, and it hits the net about 20 feet up. No chance for Ivan Marquez to make the play, but he really hustled. Good job by Ivan. And the count 2-2 on Kyle Rosa. Ridgepoint wearing the road gray pants, purple jerseys with silver numerals and letters. And the pitch just missed the outside corner. Marquez was ready to throw the ball around, but no, it's ball 3, and we have a full count. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and that is a fly ball to short center field. Back is the shortstop, Brock DeYoung, and he squeezes it behind second base on the edge of the infield dirt. 2 down, and the base is empty for Brandon Nelson. You know, I never should have said that Justin had the only home run, because Brandon Nelson had a grand slam during district play. Also has a double, hitting .324. His on-base percentage .419. He leads the team in RBIs with 12. Left-handed hitter, and he jumps on the first pitch, but it's going to hang up, and a nice sliding catch. Clayton Keeling coming on. Sliding before he got to the foul line, makes the catch. And that'll do it for Ridgepoint. 3 up, 3 down for Zach Royce. Cinco Ranch coming to bat when we return on VypeFortBend.com.
Breaking up is hard to do. Just when you think you're ready to leave, you talk yourself back into staying. And when it comes to your wireless carrier, you know you should have left a while ago. You're over the big 3 carriers. You deserve better. Xfinity Mobile, the carrier rated #1 in customer satisfaction. Now you can get unlimited with 5G included for just $30 a month when you get 4 lines. $30 for all the flexibility you could ask for on the nation's fastest, most reliable network. That's the kind of relationship you want to be in, where there's give and take. We give you unlimited data for $30. You take it everywhere you go. So break free from the big 3 and switch to Xfinity Mobile to start saving.
Take the savings challenge at xfinitymobile.com/mysavings or visit an Xfinity store to learn how our Switch Squad makes it easy to switch to Xfinity Mobile and Internet together and save hundreds. Savings compared to top 3 carriers. Xfinity Internet required. Reduced speeds at 20 gigabytes per line. Most reliable based on RootMetrics US report. Results vary, not an endorsement.
All right, Ridgepoint's in the field. Parker Menifee on the mound. His catcher is Brandon Nelson. Colin Daig is at first base. Zach Ellis at second. Shortstop Justin Vasas. J.J. Kennett at third. In left field, it's Kyle Rosa. Garrett Johnson is in center field, and Tyler Dasher is in right. So the Cinco lineup is Keeling, Hansen, and Rutherford. Then Marquez, Barker, and Duran. Castillo, Atkinson, and DeYoung. So Cinco Ranch, 17-12-2 overall this season, 8-4 in District 19 6A. They lost the meaningless season finale against Katy Taylor. Katy Taylor, the last of the 4 playoff qualifiers in District 19 6A. They had to win that one, and Cinco Ranch scored a lot of runs, but they saved their very best pitchers. Cinco Ranch had won 4 out of 5 prior to that season-ending loss to Taylor, and that helped them secure the 3 seed. And here is Clayton Keeling, the right fielder. Pitch to him, first pitch swinging, slice out of play to the right. Clayton Keeling, .329 hitter, that leads the team. He's got a homer this year. His homer was against Katy Taylor on April the 28th. And he's drove in 3 RBIs in that game. And now Parker Menifee wants another baseball. The umpire rubbing up the new one for him. So Menifee will probably just give maximum effort and go as long as he can, and we'll see what happens after that. Keeling with a line drive to right center field. It gets down. Cut off nicely by Dasher and gets it back in to hold Keeling to a single. But on that one very beautiful swing, short to it, long through it, he looked just as good as advertised. And now it's Blake Hansen. Hansen's hitting .400. And he's got 5 homers on the year. Better pitch this guy carefully. He's a lefty swinger, and the wind right now does not favor the lefty swinger unless he goes opposite field. Menifee out of the stretch brings it. Here's a pitch, down and in for a ball. The Foster boys are up 18-2 over Houston's Stephen F. Austin in the 4th inning of their game. There's a throw over to first. Colin Daig tries to apply the tag, but easily getting back in safely was Clayton Keeling. Menifee comes set. Keeling takes his lead. There's the pitch and a nice rip, but fouled back by Hansen. And the count is 1-1. Fans are really into it early here. And there's a ground ball to second base, scooped by Ellis, and he throws over to Daig, and they get the out. But that moves Keeling over to second. Runner in scoring position. Score that 4-3. One away, and now Gavin Rutherford. Gavin Rutherford, just a sophomore, but he's already grown pretty tall. .316 hitter. Has 3 homers on the season, and his last one was in the season finale against Katie Taylor. Drove in 4 that night. He's a righty. Menifee brings it. And that's down and away for a ball. We have an almost but not exactly symmetrical park at Cinco Ranch. 316 feet down the left field line, 320 down the right field line, 360 to the power alleys, and 390 with a tall fence to straightaway center. Here's the pitch. Rip and a miss. Gavin Rutherford is 1-1 in the count now. Cinco wearing the all-white uniforms with maroon letters and numerals trimmed in gold. Menifee chomping the gum. Starts to come home, but then turns around and fakes a throw to second. Ridgepoint, 20 wins, 9 losses on the season. It's really been a tale of 2 seasons for them. Menifee ready and brings it. Rutherford looks at a breaking ball down and away. 2-1 the count. This Cinco Ranch ballpark is the one you can easily see from the Grand Parkway when you go past the La Cantera shops and restaurants and start thinking, you know, I'm hungry. Rush hour traffic rumbling by beyond the right field fence. Menifee ready and delivers. Swing and a miss. That evens the count 2-2. Menifee's got that look of playoff intensity. Here's the pitch. Rutherford takes one that just missed the outside corner. Ridgepoint fans wanted the call. Not getting it. Wind still blowing out hard to left. Pitch to Rutherford. That's high in the air to right field. Should be an easy play for Dasher. Ranges in and throws hard, and there's a bluff move off of second base by Keeling, but he stays right there. 2 outs, and Keeling still at second for Ivan Marquez. Marquez is hitting .347, had a double in the season finale against Taylor. Slightly open stance from the right-handed box. Parker Menifee trying to get out of this first inning clean. Here's the first pitch. Marquez started to go, left it alone, but it's a called strike. That was the fastball. Menifee continues to work on the gum, gets the sign from Nelson. Brings the pitch. Marquez takes, and that just misses. Marquez is a senior, and they're going to be seniors from one team or another walking off the field for the last time in their high school career. Here's the 1-1. Marquez swings at a curve that's high in the air to left center field, ranging over is Rosa. He's making the call. He's got it. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. We'll proceed to the second inning. No score between Ridgepoint and Cinco Ranch.
Mom? Mommy? Mother? Good, she's not here. Let me give you a good idea on how to really surprise your mom for Mother's Day. First Tire and Auto. First Tire and Auto has great specials. Check this out. Save up to $300 on tires. Go to firsttireandauto.com for all the details. Don't forget the flowers and spa day too. The tires may not be as big as a surprise as me and Dad think. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firsttireandauto.com.
You are the master of the multitask. We mean everything. We take care of you, so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max. Taking care of business.
We thank the team at Office Depot, Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace in Sugar Land, for helping us take care of business all year. We brought you more games than ever in Fort Bend ISD, and also our 2 adopted children, Foster and Fulsher. We followed Fulsher to Garland for the state volleyball championships for the 2nd straight year. And Foster's got a pretty salty softball team. Who knows where we'll be going with them. You love the interest that you get in the playoffs. And by the way, I want to say a shout out, even though he can't hear me because he's over there running his camera, Jeff Mathis of H-Town High School Sports, Todd Freed's show on AT&T Sportsnet. Garrett Johnson leads off for the Panthers in the top of the 2nd. No score. Zach Royce continuing to pitch for Cinco Ranch. First pitch is way high. By the way, Garrett Johnson is the younger brother of Zach Johnson, a fine player for Ridge Point who graduated class of 2018. Second pitch swung on and missed. It's 1-1. And Zach, here's a shout out for you. He can't be here tonight because he's umpiring a Little League game. Just missing the outside corner with a fastball, and the count now 2-1 on Garrett Johnson. He's hitting .257. His on base is .422. He's driven in 7 runs. Looks at a curveball that catches the outside black, and the count's 2-2. Garrett Johnson as good as anybody at drawing walks. He leads the team with 10 walks during district play. Pitch on the way, high and outside, and now it's 3-2. He will take a walk. Anything to get base runners here in the postseason. This one gamer between Cinco and Ridge Point. Swing and a miss, and down goes Johnson. He helped out Royce. That pitch was up and out of the strike zone, and that's the 2nd strikeout for Royce. Now J.J. Kennett. J.J. has worked his way into the starting lineup. Right-handed hitter, looks at a curveball, gets the outside corner. J.J. has a double this year, and an on-base percentage of .417. Looks at another one, strike on the outside corner. He's down 0-2. He didn't get as many at-bats as many as the guys who are in the starting lineup tonight, but he did draw 7 walks. And there's a throw down to third base, but that was ball 1, not strike 3. Marquez threw it on down to Rutherford at third, but that meant nothing. So now the count 1-2 on Kennett. Royce rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. 3 strikeouts for Royce, and 2 away, bases empty as Quinn Pfeiffer stands in. Quinn hitting .444 in limited plate appearances. His on-base percentage, .545. He's driven in 6 runs. But he's a swinger. He does not like to walk. He's only drawn 2 walks. First pitch to him is a strike on the outside corner. Royce seems to be working everybody that way and working very effectively thus far. No score. Top of the second. Breaking ball, outside corner strike. And Royce's control is immaculate right now. Royce works quickly, brings it. Kennett swings and misses, fooled badly on a curveball. And down he goes. Striking out the side was Royce. We'll be back on VypeFortBend.com.
GetAGreatGig.com presents Gary Horn of HornSolutions.net on the most important factors in starting a business.
Number one, where will you get the necessary capital? 2, you will probably not make money for some period of time. Prepare a conservative model of expected cost and revenues. 3, are you willing to work long hours for no pay and make sure all employees are paid?
For more free career and job search advice, log on to GetAGreatGig.com.
Hello, I'm Gary Horn, CEO of Horn Solutions. Our team of experienced accounting, finance, and IT professionals have delivered solutions to Houston businesses for over 3 decades. Our project group provides services ranging from assisting with mergers, acquisitions, and integrations to interim staffing. Our executive search group provides full-time placements for accounting, finance, and IT positions. Let Horn Solutions help you meet the challenges your company faces. Visit hornsolutions.net.
Back at Cinco Ranch, bottom of the second, Ridge Point scoreless with the home team, the Cougars. In this first round of the playoffs, it's a one-gamer. So the story so far has been Zach Royce, the starting pitcher for Cinco Ranch. 4 strikeouts in the first 2 innings. Andrew Barker, Tyler Duran, and Rainer Castillo for Cinco Ranch. Got a score update in softball involving the Ridge Point girls. Parker Menifee brings the first pitch at the bottom of the second, and it's just down and away for ball 1 to Andrew Barker. He's hitting .252 on the season. He's got 2 home runs. Menifee brings the next one. Ground ball to Vasas at short. 2-hopper, gathers it in, throws across, got it at Daig at first base, and there's 1 away. Tyler Duran, the center fielder. He's hitting .275, and he also has a long ball during the 2021 season, and evidently likes salsa music. Menifee winds and brings it. Just missing down and away. Menifee rocks and brings the next. And that is fouled up against the screen right above our broadcast table. The Ridge Point girls and Bel Air are tied up at 3-3 in the 4th. Thank you, Melissa Simmons. So Ridge Point had broken out on top, and now the Bel Air girls have tied it. There's a strike from Menifee, and it's 1-2. Duran in the back of the box. The right-hander yanks it foul on the ground over on the left side. And that rolls into fair territory, and the third base umpire, by the way, we have 3 umpires, 1 behind the plate, 1 at third, and 1 at first. That's what you get when the playoffs start, no longer a 2-man crew. And one of the bench players for Cinco Ranch comes out and gets that stray baseball. Now we are ready to go again. 1-2. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Down goes Duran. First strikeout for Parker Menifee. Now we'll see Rainer Castillo. He's a sophomore and hitting .318. He's got some pop, but no home runs thus far this year, and the first pitch to him is outside, ball 1. Wonderful night for baseball. Low humidity, no chance of rain. Wind blowing out to left. Pitch on the way. Castillo takes a strike on the outside corner. One and one. Menifee rocks, brings the next one. Curveball. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Castillo batting in place of the starting pitcher, Royce, who has had his way with Ridgepoint so far. Fastball just missed. Tried to get him to chase, but that was not enticing enough for Castillo. Menifee kicks and comes home in the dirt. Spiked it, went all the way to the backstop. Charles Atkinson comes out to get it. Menifee shakes off a sign, now gets the one he wants, brings it. And that is down the right field line. It is a fair ball. Castillo turning first, heading for second. Dasher throwing towards second, and the relay got him! Dasher to Ellis, to Vasas. And Cinco Ranch gets a hit, but they don't get to keep that guy on base. We'll proceed to the third. No score between Cinco Ranch and Ridgepoint.
Breaking up is hard to do. Just when you think you're ready to leave, you talk yourself back into staying. And when it comes to your wireless carrier, you know you should have left a while ago. You're over the big three carriers. You deserve better. Xfinity Mobile, the carrier rated #1 in customer satisfaction. Now you can get unlimited with 5G included for just $30 a month when you get 4 lines. $30 for all the flexibility you could ask for on the nation's fastest, most reliable network. That's the kind of relationship you want to be in, where there's give and take. We give you unlimited data for $30. You take it everywhere you go. So break free from the big three and switch to Xfinity Mobile to start saving.
Take the savings challenge at xfinitymobile.com/mysavings or visit an Xfinity store to learn how our Switch Squad makes it easy to switch to Xfinity Mobile and Internet together and save hundreds. Savings compared to top 3 carriers. Xfinity Internet required. Reduced speeds at 20 gigabytes per line. Most reliable based on Root Metrics US report. Results vary, not an endorsement.
As we go to the top of the third inning, no score between Cinco Ranch and Ridgepoint. Zach Ellis, Colin Daig, and Tyler Dasher will be up. And I want to say a one-day late happy birthday to the Say Hey kid, Willie Mays, perhaps the greatest baseball player who ever lived. He turned 90 yesterday. By the way, what a surprise that the Angels released Albert Pujols. Will he play again? Don't know. Zach Ellis ready. Here's the pitch from Royce. And first pitch swinging, short center field, coming on strong is Duran, and it drops in front of him. There is the first Ridgepoint hit. So maybe in a one-gamer, when you so badly need to get things going, Ridgepoint has not been its usual potent offensive self in 2021, especially since their season was interrupted with a COVID quarantine. But they get that play on defense. The momentum can work itself over to Zach Ellis, getting the bloop single right there. And now it's Colin Daig. Royce brings it, and there's a bunt. Daig bunts it back toward Royce. He bobbles it, throws late to first, but in time. I said throws late, like not right on time like he wanted. But that's a sac bunt, and it goes 1-3. One away. And now Ellis is in scoring position. Tyler Dasher. What was really remarkable about that play that he made was he goes over to the right field line. He's basically fading away as he throws it to Zach Ellis, who relays it to Vasas, who applied the tag on Castillo. Check swing, ball in the dirt, and it's 1-0 on Colin Daig. Daig is batting .556. Doesn't have a whole lot of at-bats, but he's swinging a hot bat, and that's why Coach Welch has put him in for this one-gamer playoff. His on-base percentage is .600. Second pitch is high, but he swung at it, and did Royce a favor. The count is 1-1. Did I say Daig? I meant Dasher. Daig put down the sacrifice bunt. 1-1 on Tyler Dasher, and he looks at one outside. He, being a pitcher, has a good knowledge of the strike zone. Takes that one, and it's 2-1. Taps the outside corner, then the inside. Crowding the plate. Here it comes. And hold on. That's a balk. Zach Ellis goes to third on the balk. And now with one out, all Tyler Dasher needs to do to get that runner home is hit a deep fly ball. By the way, I think the Ridgepoint students have very carefully researched Zach Royce. They keep saying, we want Allie. I'll bet, well, I think you know what I think it means. The people at Cy-Fair did that to Tanner Bond of Ridgepoint in the 2019 playoffs in Game 3. An unforgettable game that Ridgepoint won. Royce brings the curveball. Dasher way out in front, swings early. He was expecting the heater. And there's a huge difference between the velocity of Royce's fastball and his uncle Charlie. 2-2 the count. Dasher ready, here it comes. Down for a ball, and the count is 3-2. I'm impressed with the Ridgepoint student section. They are relentless. The payoff pitch. Called strike 3, and Dasher's out. And now it's going to be up to Justin Vasas. 5 strikeouts now for Royce. Royce pitching from the windup with the runner at third. Breaking ball. Vasas ripped at it like it was going to be the fastball and swung way over it. Next one, Vasas fouls it back. High in the air, and we have the sun over on our left. And sometimes you follow the path of a foul ball out of play and you get blinded. 0-2 on Vasas. Needs to come through here. And was that a balk? Well, the Ridgepoint fans think it was, but the umpires didn't call one. And so, here we go. Royce brings it. That's high. 1-2 on Vasas. Vasas has been starting for Ridgepoint since he was a freshman. He is a junior this year. Pitch on the way high, and it's 2-2. Royce spells his last name R-O-Y-S-E. Not like Rolls Royce or Jerry Royce, which are both different. Here's the 2-2. That's high. Count is full. Marquez gave a look toward third, did not throw, but there was a dive back in by Ellis. Got to have those 2 out hits. This would be a great time for one to break the scoring seal. Royce brings it, and it's high. Ball 4 to Vasas. First walk issued by Royce. We have runners at the corners, and now Kyle Rosa. Kyle's really having a great year with the bat. 350 in 13 district games. If you count district and this game, he's 14 for 41. So his average now just a tick under 350. Royce stretches, looks at third, looks back at first. That is the famous Shakespeare move. A lot of sound and fury, signifying nothing. And we wait a little bit longer for the first pitch to Kyle Rosa, who popped up his first time. Here's the pitch. Strike on the outside corner. Royce continuing to work very consistently away from the right-handed hitters. Royce to Rosa. Breaking ball. Strike again right on the outside part of the plate. See if he tries to do that again. Maybe Rosa could shoot it the other way into right field. And there's another look at third and a fake throw. Rosa in the back of the box. Royce takes a deep breath, now delivers, just missing outside, and a great eye, and Vasas goes all the way to second to try to draw a throw. There is no throw from Marquez, so there are two runners in scoring position, and that's not exactly feelers indifference, so I'm going to give Justin Vasas a stolen base. He's now 6 for 6 in stolen bases since district play started. High pitch to Rosa, and it's 2-2. If nothing else, at least the Ridge Point hitters are forcing Royce to throw a lot of pitches in this inning. If they're having a hard time solving him, maybe they can get him out of there before we get to the seventh. And there's a little nubber over towards second base. Charles Atkinson throws over. It's safe! Rosa beats it out, and 2-run score! Ellis came home, and Vasas came home, and it's 2-0 Ridge Point. And out of the dugout comes one of the assistants for Cinco Ranch. How about that Kyle Rosa beating out the infield single, and it ends up being a 2 RBI single. Sometimes all you need is to break open the scoring with a run or two, and it can loosen you up. I love what the Ridge Point students are doing. They are just cheering like their life depends on the outcome of this game. It's beautiful. And now Brandon Nelson. Can he keep it going? Hits are even at 2, but Ridge Point has broken out with a 2-0 lead. And now the assistant coach for Cinco Ranch has said his piece, and he's going back to the dugout. Nelson flied out to right field his first time. He's got that grand slam homer and 12 RBIs on his record in district play. Here's the pitch from Royce. Breaking ball to the lefty, swinging Nelson. It's a strike on the outside corner. Brought the curve in the back door there. Nelson likes to stand close to the plate. Rosa ready. The 0-1 on the way. And he powers that to center field, but it's going to hang up. The wind didn't help it. Tyler Duran squeezes it, but the damage is done. Ridge Point has taken a 2-0 lead, 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We'll continue to the bottom of the third on VypeFortBend.com.
Mommy, Mother? Good, she's not here. Let me give you a good idea on how to really surprise your mom for Mother's Day. First Tire and Auto. First Tire and Auto has great specials. Check this out. Save up to $300 on tires. Go to firsttireandauto.com for all the details. Don't forget the flowers and spa day too. The tires may not be as big as a surprise as me and Dad think. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
We see all you do to get work done, whether it's keeping your office clean or redesigning your space for 3 or 300. Our business is to keep business going. Buy online and pick up in store, or get free next business day shipping at Office Depot, Office Max, and OfficeDepot.com.
We want to thank the folks at Office Depot Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace for their help taking care of business every day for us so we can bring you Fort Bend County sports every week. We brought an unprecedented number of live broadcasted events volleyball, football, girls and boys basketball, baseball, softball, and some soccer. All 11 Fort Bend ISD schools, as well as Foster and Fulshire. Charles Atkinson leads off for Cinco Ranch in the bottom of the third. Then Brock DeYoung and back to the top with Clayton Keeling. Parker Menifee brings it. Fastball missed the inside corner. Atkinson hitting .261. He had a double in the season finale against Taylor. Menifee Roxanne brings it just below the knees. Charles Atkinson is tall. His very long shins coming in handy right there as the pitch was low. There's a strike mid-thigh, and it's 2-1. Menifee brings it. There's a fly ball to center field, and a nice catch out there by Garrett Johnson. It almost handcuffed him, twisting around a little bit in the wind, but he caught it with two hands, which turned out to be a very good idea. One away. Base is empty for Brock DeYoung, the phenom. Brock DeYoung is hitting .444. He's a freshman. Kind of like Justin Vossas when he was a freshman. First pitch to him, ripped and missed. DeYoung with a slightly open stance. Righty hitter, Menifee delivers. That's in the air, twisting toward foul ground, and it will go out of play. Still a bright sun that is peeking over the roof of the third base dugout. That's the Cinco Ranch dugout. Menifee, for the second time in the game, asked for a different baseball after they had thrown him a new one following the foul ball out of play. 0-2 the count. DeYoung ready. Menifee tried to blow it by him, but he fought it off, and it rattles off the bullpen fence. And there are two Ridgepoint Panthers sprinting after the ball with great intensity. That was Devin McComas and a player I can't identify. Curveball on the outside corner. Got him looking. And the familiar chant from the Ridgepoint fans when they have a pitcher out there is left, right, because the Ridgepoint pitchers have often worked on the gospel according to assistant coach Michael Dudka, working one corner then the other. Now Clayton Keeling. First pitch to him is a ball. He's 1 for 1 with a single in the first. Menifee brings the 1-0. That's a ground ball, and it's into center field for a base hit. Johnson up with it. Keeling turns first, looks at second. So he's 2 for 2. That 2-out single precedes the at-bat of Blake Hansen. He hit a ground ball to second base that moved Keeling over into scoring position in the bottom of the first. If the players choose their walk-up songs, evidently Blake Hansen has a thing for New York. I do too, but it's not a positive one. Good game yesterday, huh? Swing and a miss on the first pitch to Hansen. I'm referring, of course, to the Astros' big win, 7-4 over in the Nueva York Yankees. Hansen ready for the 0-1. Menifee brings it down and away. Nice job by Nelson to scoop it up quickly, get to his feet, and make sure that Keeling didn't advance to second. 1-1 the count. Hansen ready. Pitch on the way is high, and it's 2-1. Ridgepoint second in District 26A with a record of 9-4. They finished behind the Travis Tigers and ahead of the Elkins Knights, whom they beat twice. Menifee ready. Pitch on the way. That's a strike. Right down the middle. I guess Hansen was just expecting a different kind of pitch. So he's just got to look for the baseball. Not the curveball, not the fastball, not the splitter. Just look for the baseball when there are 2 strikes. Wait on the back foot. Swing and a miss at the curveball, but it's a foul tip into Nelson's mitt, but then it slipped out. So if Nelson had been able to hold on, that would be out number 3. But Menifee now has more to do. Here's the 2-2. Fouled over off the backstop on the third base side. Now the crowd has been making so much noise, maybe they're a little bit tired. They'll just take a brief breather. Curveball looked good. Oh, Menifee wanted it. Nelson wanted it, but it's ball 3. And that means that Keeling's going to be getting a head start with this pitch. Menifee shakes off 2 signs. Gets the one he wants. Hansen digs in, swings, and fouls one straight back. We'll give you some score updates. We'll tell you whatever we know, but I just got to keep my eyes on this game right in front of us. That's the main thing right now. Menifee steps off. Keeling still at first. Cinco is a team that has some speed, but they use their speed for stealing bases very judiciously. Menifee taking a lot of time before he gets back on top of the mound here. 3-2 the count. Ridgepoint up 2-0, bottom of the third. Here's the pitch. Another one fouled back, and Hansen is really making Menifee work. Coming out of the dugout is Gavin Rutherford to bring the home plate umpire some new baseballs, as Hansen has sent a lot of them into the net and also out of play. Menifee brings it. Check swing. Did he go around? Yes, he did. Called. It's a swinging strike 3, and that'll do it for Cinco Ranch. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and they leave a man. We'll move to the 4th. Ridgepoint 2, Cinco Ranch nothing on VypeFortBend.com.
Mom? Mommy? Mother? Good, she's not here. Let me give you a good idea on how to really surprise your mom for Mother's Day. First Tire and Auto. First Tire and Auto has great specials. Check this out. Save up to $300 on tires. Go to firsttireandauto.com for all the details. Don't forget the flowers and spa day too. The tires may not be as big as a surprise as me and Dad think. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firsttireandauto.com.
As the Ridgepoint boys lead this baseball game, a 1-gamer against Cinco Ranch by a score of 2-0 after 3 innings. Here's an update from game 1. Oh, an update that's even better than the one I was about to give you. The Ridgepoint girls got a grand slam by Reagan Green, and now they lead 10-4 after 6 innings over Bel Air. I was about to have to tell you that they were down 4-3 going to the bottom of the 6th. But the Ridgepoint girls, Reagan Green with the slam, takes the 10-4 lead. That is game 1 of a series. The one we have right here in front of us is a 1-gamer. Now Garrett Johnson leading off the top of the 4th for Ridgepoint, which leads by a score of 2-0. Zach Roy's still pitching, and he starts him with a fastball strike, and the Ridgepoint fans thought that one was low. Garrett is 0 for 1 with a strikeout that led off the 2nd. Royce brings the next one. Breaking ball, and it's a lazy fly ball to second baseman Atkinson, backing up, and he gives way to the right fielder Keeling. So that ends up being a short fly ball to right field, and there's one away. J.J. Kennett asked for time, and he needs to go down there and talk to Coach Welch. Let's look at some pitching numbers. Zach Royce in 3 innings has thrown 45 pitches, given up the 2 hits and the 2 earned runs. He struck out 5 and walked 1. Menifee, meanwhile, has given up the 3 hits but no runs. He struck out 2 and hasn't walked anyone. All right, Kennett said what he needed to say, or heard what he needed to hear from Coach Welch. One away and the base is empty, and JJ rips it. That one goes to the right field, and it bounces in front of Keeling. It's the second hit. Make it the 3rd hit for Ridge Point. Now Quinn Pfeiffer, the DH. Now we'll see what the mighty Quinn can do here if we could just get the ball up in the air with the strong wind behind him that's blowing out to left field. He might be onto something. This is a rather spacious park, especially to straightaway center. It's not that much farther down the left field line, 316 feet, than a lot of other parks in which the Panthers play. But this one is particularly deep to straightaway center. By the way, Kennett, you might be wondering, will he steal a base? Well, I can't guarantee anything. Here's the first pitch, and it hit Quinn Pfeiffer. There are 2 base runners. That's the first hit by pitch, and fortunately for Pfeiffer, it wasn't, it was just a glancing blow. He gets the benefit of going to first base without the intense, unbearable pain of getting dotted by a fastball, like, you know, right in the buttocks or something. Now Zach Ellis led off the 3rd with a single and came around to score the first run for the Panthers. With 1 out and runners first and second, Ridge Point has something going. Royce brings it to Ellis. Strike on the outside corner. Royce's location has been excellent. He's found what the umpire will call a strike, and he keeps locating his pitches there. Ellis looks at that one and throw down to first base, and Kennett, or Pfeiffer rather, is back in. Ellis got the single. Sacrifice bunt by Daig moved him to second. He advanced to third on a balk, then came in on a hit by Kyle Rosa. Check swing by Ellis. He did go around, and it's 1-2. With the 3-man umpiring crew, you can get a lot more accurate appeals. And Cinco Ranch asked for the appeal and got it. So it's now 1-2 on Ellis. Roy steps off. Then Ellis steps out. Royce at the belt. Comes home with it. Breaking ball. He waited on it, but he fouled it back. I guess if it's a breaking ball and you kind of appear to be anticipating a breaking ball and you foul it back, I guess maybe it was more of a hanging curve than Royce wanted, but it worked out for him. And there's a wild pitch, goes all the way to the backstop, and the runners move to second and third. 2 in scoring position. Kennett at third, Pfeiffer at second. And the Ridgepoint students are doing everything they can to rattle Zach Royce. I don't know that they have, but sometimes those things can have a cumulative effect. The count is 2-2 on Ellis with one out. Here's the pitch. Zach hits it high in the air, and it's going to go out of play back behind us. Kennedy and Pfeiffer on the base paths, hoping to come home. Ridgepoint already leads it 2-0. Royce kicks and comes home, and that one's high. It's now 3-2. And it wasn't all the way to the backstop high, but it did force Marquez, the catcher, to come up out of his crouch. Royce continues to try and work out of trouble. And that's a fly ball in foul ground. Long run for Keeling, and he can't get there, and it goes out of play anyway. The first two innings were 1-2-3 for Royce. But in the third and here in the fourth, a lot of trouble for Zach Royce. Ellis, a little knee bend in the box. Takes ball 4 outside, and the bags are packed. Second walk issued by Royce. And Colin Daig, who put down a sacrifice bunt in the third inning, is coming up. Colin Daig has been pretty amazing in this last little stretch of the season. For all district games, he's hitting .556. 600 on-base percentage. He's only had 9 official at-bats. We'll see what he can do here. Royce with a long look in, and he will go from the stretch, it appears, with the bases loaded. Pitch on the way to Daig. It's high for ball 1. Daig looks over at Coach Welch, takes a good, healthy practice swing. Wind seems to be blowing a little bit harder out to left. Here's the pitch to the right-hander. Curveball fooled him. He swung way ahead of it, and it's 1-1. Royce shakes off Marquez's first sign. Now he nods, and Daig got tired of waiting, so he asked for time. And he goes over to the box to talk to Coach Welch. So Ridgepoint was 4-4 in the month of April and also May 3rd after an interruption of their season, a COVID quarantine. They had gone 14-1 in March and also on April 1st. Before the quarantine. They haven't really been the same, but they're trying to recapture their momentum. And a win and a one-gamer in the first round would be a very strong step toward that. Colin Daig ready for a 1-1. And it's a ground ball into right field for a base hit. 1 run scores. Here comes Kennett with the second one. He'll score standing. And Ridgepoint leads it 4-0. The fans go wild. And they still have something going. Not only do they have 2 runs in, you've got Zach Ellis at third now, and still only 1 out. Daig at first, and a big grin on his face. And now we go to Tyler Dasher, who struck out looking his first time. All right, Colin Daig is going to be replaced by a courtesy runner, and what a welcome he gets from his teammates. And it'll be Mason Dossett coming on to run for him. Royce backs off the top of the mound. And we'll see what Dasher can do. Ridgepoint working with a 4-0 lead. Righty working to righty. Runners at the corners, still only one out. Royce brings it to Dasher, swing and a miss at a pitch that was, he probably chased that one up out of the zone. Dasher bats with his bare hands. His mom, Allison, is a PE teacher in Fort Bend ISD. Pitch to him, breaking ball, and it's lashed on the ground, but foul, about 2 feet wide of third base. Dasher taking his time. His fourth inning has been tough on Royce. Here's the pitch, and it goes all the way to the screen. Here comes the run home. Zach Ellis slides home head first, and it's 5-0. Colin Daig moves to second, and the count 1-2 on Tyler Dasher. Things have not gone Cinco Ranch's way, and I wonder if they're going to make a pitching change here. You know, different coaches give out statistics in a different way. And Coach Brett Wallace, whom I don't know nearly as well as I know Clinton Welch, only gave me stats on 2 pitchers. So that is going to be it for Royce. He leaves the mound, and we'll see who comes up. Will it be Clayton Keeling out of right field or someone else? Don't know. We'll be back. It is 5-0 Ridgepoint, and they're still batting in the top of the 4th. We'll be back on VypeFortBend.com.
Breaking up is hard to do. Just when you think you're ready to leave, you talk yourself back into staying. And when it comes to your wireless carrier, you know you should have left a while ago. You're over the big 3 carriers. You deserve better. Xfinity Mobile, the carrier rated #1 in customer satisfaction. Now you can get unlimited with 5G included for just $30 a month when you get 4 lines. $30 for all the flexibility you could ask for on the nation's fastest, most reliable network. That's the kind of relationship you want to be in, where there's give and take. We give you unlimited data for $30. You take it everywhere you go. So break free from the big 3 and switch to Xfinity Mobile to start saving.
Take the Savings Challenge at XfinityMobile.com/MySavings or visit an Xfinity store to learn how our Switch Squad makes it easy to switch to Xfinity Mobile and Internet together and save hundreds. Savings compared to top 3 carriers. Xfinity Internet required. Reduced speeds at 20 gigabytes per line. Most reliable based on RootMetrics US report. Results vary, not an endorsement.
So it is going to be Clayton Keeling coming in from right field to pitch for Cinco Ranch, and he looks loose and relaxed out there, but he's coming into a terrible situation. His team is already down 5-0. And he's taking not the usual kind of warm-up pitches that look like pitches. He took one where you kind of run up like Happy Gilmore and throw a pitch. So now he's throwing more conventional pitches. And here are some numbers on Clayton Keeling. He's got a record of 4-3. He's pitched 41 innings for the Cougars this year. He's got an ERA of 2.05, and he has struck out 41. So they've got some horses in Royce and Keeling. I don't know who they would go to if they have to make a pitching change beyond this one. And I just saw his breaking ball. It had a pretty effective little snap on it. And the count is 1-2 on Dasher. So in the middle of his plate appearance, he's got to adjust to a new pitcher, but it's still a right-hander, Clayton Keeling. And there's such a buzz coming out of the Ridgepoint dugout right now. It says confidence. They're getting that mojo back. Dasher ready. First pitch from Keeling. Swung on and missed, and down goes Dasher. So this is an attempt to restore order for Cinco Ranch. Now Justin Vasas struck out and walked. After walking, stole a base and came around to score the second run for Ridge Point. Runner at second base. First pitch to Vasas, and that is ripped into left field. Coming around third and coming home is Dossett. He scores standing up. Vasas into second base with a double. Tries to advance to third and gets himself thrown out. Coach Welch didn't want him to do that. He thought that maybe the second baseman Atkinson couldn't find the ball. Maybe a little overeager there, but hey, 4 runs in the inning for the Ridge Point Panthers. They lead it 6-0. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth. Parker Menifee, if he goes back out there, and yes, he is going back out there, he'll be working with a comfortable lead. We'll be back on VypeFortBend.com.
Mom, Mommy, Mother? Good, she's not here. Let me give you a good idea on how to really surprise your mom for Mother's Day. First Tire and Auto. First Tire and Auto has great specials. Check this out. Save up to $300 on tires. Go to firsttireandauto.com for all the details. Don't forget the flowers and spa day too. The tires may not be as big as a surprise as me and Dad think. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Now, I wouldn't suggest that you let your Mother's Day present to your mom be service on her car, but that should be the one that you use to supplement the main Mother's Day gift, okay? So get her that really dazzling Mother's Day gift, whatever she really wants, but also take her car to First Tire and Auto. You're going to save a lot of money. So Parker Menifee will go back to the top of the hill. He's got a 6-0 lead to work with, and now Gavin Rutherford, Ivan Marquez, and Andrew Barker will bat for Cinco Ranch. Menifee brings the first one, and Rutherford rips it toward the left field corner. That is down. Over there to get it is Rosa, gets it back in quickly, but it's a stand-up double on the first pitch of the bottom of the fourth. So you don't want to sleep on these Cougars here. Now Ivan Marquez 0 for 1 with a fly ball to left field that ended the first inning. And now we have time called by Rutherford, who wants to take off his batting gloves and run without them. Actually, he only takes off the white glove that was on the left hand, and he has, I would presume, a protective glove on his right hand. Marquez, open stance from the right-handed box, spiking a splitter on the first pitch, no chase, and the count is 1-0 on Marquez. Tomorrow we've got the noon game, Game 2 between Travis and Katie Taylor, and Game 3 if it's necessary. Here's a foul back. Actually, it's a foul, kind of a 45-degree angle foul ball. In the count 1-1 on Marquez. If Travis and Taylor don't go to a third game, and the softball series between Travis and Cy-Fair does go to a third game, we'll have that one for you. Another splitter in the dirt, blocked nicely by Nelson, but the count is 2-1 on Marquez. The wind continuing to blow out to left field, but no one has put one up in that jet stream and taken advantage of it. Menifee brings it just down and away, and a nod of the head by Marquez. As if to say to the umpire, yeah, that's what I would have called. Ball. It's 3-1 now. Don't want to start putting guys on. Menifee brings it. There's a little tapper, and it goes foul wide of third. Scooped up by Coach Wallace over there. Tompkins is now leading Elkins 8-2 after 3 innings. That's not good news for those of us who live in the Fort Bend ISD boundary. But Tompkins is a good team, as we know. 3-2 pitch is just tapped foul back to the backstop. We'll be able to close the book on Royce. I'll give you his numbers. First chance I get. Menifee ready for another payoff pitch to Marquez. And that's ball 4. It looked good. That's what the Ridge Point fans thought. For Menifee, that is his first walk. Royce, by the way, in 3 1/3 innings, gave up 4 hits, 6 runs allowed, 5 of those earned. He struck out 5, walked 2. And now I see Coach Welch is going out to talk to Parker Menifee. Menifee is a tall drink of water, and Coach Welch is, well, he's taller than Jose Altuve, but he's a lot shorter than Menifee. He's going to leave him in. And I think he's probably just saying, don't walk anybody. We got this if you don't give him anything free. That may or may not be what he was saying. But there are runners at first and second with nobody out, bottom of the 4th. Ridge Point wants to hang on to that 6-0 lead, and now Andrew Barker. He's 0 for 1 after leading off the second with a ground ball to shortstop. Menifee comes set, turns around and looks at Rutherford, doesn't make a throw. Rutherford, the runner at second. And it's Perez running for Marquez at first base. Here's the pitch. Nice rip by Barker, straight back into the net. By the way, that is Brian Perez, a sophomore who is running for the catcher Marquez, a courtesy runner. Barker down 0-1. Menifee delivers, breaking ball, and he slices it foul, and it'll go out of play into the bullpen on the visitor's side, on the first base side. Menifee's got experience, and he's carrying himself out there like he has the experience to be in a game like this one. The 0-2 to Barker. Cold, strike 3. 1 away. Now it's Tyler Duran, the center fielder. He struck out looking in the second. Menifee keeping an eye on Rutherford, now comes home with it. Strike on the outside corner, and a roll of the eyes from Duran, who did not think so. I'll bet this home plate umpire is doing a better job than the ones who were umpiring the Astros and the Yankees. Those were some horrible ball strike calls. He's been consistent tonight, that's for sure. Duran ready. Looks at the curveball in the dirt. Nelson held it in front. Might have even tried to bluff Rutherford and or Perez into trying to take another base. Sometimes a catcher can look as if he doesn't know where the ball is, but he knows perfectly well where it is. They are being creative in the Ridgepoint student section. Sounds like teen spirit. 1-1 the count on Duran. Menifee brings it outside, trying to get a chase, didn't get one. It's 2-1. That was almost like a pitch out, but you wouldn't want to throw a pitch out with runners at first and second. Ridgepoint has out-hit Cinco Ranch 5-4, but they lead 6-0 here in the bottom of the fourth. Righty to righty, Duran takes a rip at a high strike and fouls it into the net behind him. I don't think it would have been a strike had he left it alone. I don't know if you can hear that the wind is blowing a little bit harder now, but trust me, it is. You don't want to get a pitch up that they can get in the air toward left field. This is no time for that. Menifee taking his time between pitches, continuing to work on the gum. Here comes the 2-2. Ooh, almost called strike three, but it was just outside. And the count now full. Rutherford still at second. He led off the inning with a double. Marquez walked. Perez is running for him at first. And we're ready for a payoff pitch to Tyler Duran. Spells it like Lake Huron. 3-2 on the way, and it's high for ball four. The bases are loaded. Second walk in the inning for Menifee. Rainer Castillo, the DH, got a hit in his first at bat, but Tyler Dasher in right field picked that base hit out of the corner, fired it while fading away to the second baseman Ellis, who relayed it to Vasas, who applied the tag. It was a 9-4-6 play if you're scoring at home, or if, for that matter, you're all by yourself alone. Here's the pitch, and that is line foul on the right side. Devin McComas coming out of the dugout to run down that foul ball on the beautiful green grass here at Cinco Ranch. With the bases loaded, Menifee is working from the windup. 0-1 on the way. Line drive to center field, and there's the catch made by Johnson. He throws to third, and oh, they could have gotten him, but the throw gets away from Kennett and goes into the dugout. 2 runs will come in. Rutherford tagged up and scored, and then Perez tried to advance from second to third, and he was going to be dead to rights after the throw went from Johnson to Vasas to Ellis, but Vasas' throw was a little bit high, or maybe Kennett just tried to pick it too quickly. So the score is now 6-2. Duran ends up at second. And I think they're going to have to decide if somebody's going to get a third run. The question is, did the ball go into the dugout? I think Coach Wallace is saying that they should allow Duran to go 2 bases instead of 1. And the umpires agree, but he's not going to score. But instead of being at second, Duran, because the ball went into the dugout, he's now at third. Castillo gets the sacrifice fly, and that's the second out of the inning. So 2 runs in, runner at third, and now Charles Atkinson, who flied out to center field his first time, looks at the first pitch, down and away for a ball. It would still be nice for Ridgepoint to have put a 0 on the board, but it's not going to be a 2. There's an RBI single to right center field by Atkinson. That brings home Duran, and it's 6-3. You know, sometimes in my experience, you'll come to these playoff games, and it seems like it gets into the third or fourth round before the student body rooting sections get as active as they are tonight. But they are really bringing it. It's kind of like the Jim Rome show Smack Off every year. They have done their social networking research. They know what everybody's girlfriend's name is, and they're chanting it. It's great. Very, very creative. If only they did that kind of thorough research when they have to write a paper or a thesis. So we've got Atkinson at first after driving in the third run and closing the Ridgepoint advantage to 6-3. Now Brock DeYoung 0 for 1 with a looking strikeout. First pitch to him, strike on the outside corner to the freshman. Menifee leans in, looks back at Atkinson. Pitch to DeYoung, breaking ball, no chase. It bounced right before it hit the mitt of Nelson, and it's 1-1. DeYoung in the back of the right-handed box. Menifee comes set, brings it, and it's sliced out of play. Fighting it off, was not able to get around on the heater. 1-2 on DeYoung. No relation to Dennis DeYoung of Styx fame. Menifee brings it. Breaking ball, called strike 3 on the outside corner. He painted it like he worked for, I don't know, Certapro. Second looking strikeout for DeYoung. And the inning is over, but not before Cinco Ranch comes back with a 3-run rally. They trail Ridgepoint 6-3 on VypeFortBend.com. We'll be right back.
I have a question.
Are you ready? Ready for anything? Ready for what life throws at you? At your kids?
Are they ready to study? To research? To write papers?
To do all the amazing things they don't even know they're capable of yet? And what about you? Yeah, you. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready? Ready to take opportunity.
To make opportunity?
To be on top of things.
Internet Essentials from Comcast brings affordable, high-speed internet to your home for only $9.95 a month. Now available to low-income households eligible for public assistance programs like Medicaid, the National School Lunch Program, SNAP, housing assistance, and others. When you're connected, you're ready for anything.
It's a simple question.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Ready for anything.
Visit InternetEssentials.com to apply. No credit check, contract, or installation fee. Taxes extra. Restrictions apply.
Be with us tomorrow morning, 11:45, as we bring you the Batter Up show prior to the game between Travis and Katie Taylor. It'll be game 2 of that series. We are doing what they call in the TV news business, efforting a score on game 1 being played tonight at Katie Taylor between the Mustangs and your Travis Tigers. See, when we get into the postseason, they are your Ridgepoint Panthers, they are your Travis Tigers, your Elkins Knights, your Kempner Cougars, and so forth. So it was Vossas who ran himself into an out, and so it'll be Kyle Rosa leading off the 5th inning for Ridgepoint, which leads 6-3. Rosa, then Brandon Nelson and Garrett Johnson. By the way, I never told you who was in right field after Keeling went to the mound. It is Taylor. Nick Taylor is in right field. And now there is maybe one of the Cinco Ranch players. They're making some changes here. And they appear to be moving 3 position players around. So what I can tell you, as soon as I wrote down Nick Taylor in right field, I find out that it's Jacob Wiggins. See what I did there? It's a little tribute to Tim Conway. Jacob Wiggins. Okay, I don't have all of the defensive changes just yet, but I'll get them straightened out. Okay, so Blake Hansen is still at first base. That has not changed. Let's see, Atkinson is still at second. So I do know the new right fielder is Jacob Wiggins. According to the game changer, Tyler Duran is still in center, but now the screen might be changing. All right. Rutherford, DeYoung, Atkinson, and Hansen across the infield, left to right. It's Marquez still catching, Keeling still pitching, Wiggins in right field. That's really the only change. Keeling brings it to Rosa, line drive into right field. Just shooting it the other way. Beautiful hitting by Kyle. And there's something I don't want to hear for the last time tonight. It's Kyle's mom saying, come on 1-9, let's go 1-9. Don't want it to be the last night in this one gamer, but whenever you're a senior and it's either a game 3 or a one gamer, there are going to be some seniors that go home with tears in their eyes. Rosa is at first. Nelson stands in. Lefty looking at Keeling the first time. Waits on a curveball, and it's a fair ball. It's a fair ball. Wait a minute. Or is it? I don't know what kind of signal. The umpire at first base should have raised his hands. I didn't see him raise his hands. All he did was point. Now he pointed toward foul territory. I think he probably made the right call. He made the right call, okay? He just made the wrong signal, and that's what the folks are so upset about. I mean, when it's a foul ball, the umpires are supposed to put both hands up. And the fact that he didn't do that is what got everybody so upset. So Rosa still at first base. It's now 0-1 on Nelson, and Keeling brings the next pitch, and it's popped up into foul ground. Marquez giving chase over by the dugout, and he can't quite track it down. He got there. A great effort. He had to run about 30 yards to get there. And the Ridgepoint, the ruthless Ridgepoint student section is chanting his name. Ivan, Ivan, Ivan. And the count, 0-2 on Brandon Nelson. He's hit 2 fly balls tonight, 0 for 2. Keeling's pitch on the way. Nelson rips, but goes down swinging. One away, and now Garrett Johnson comes up. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fly ball. High again to Zach Johnson, his big brother, class of 2018, who had to umpire a Little League game tonight. And Garrett asks for time, backs out of there. I'm just laughing at something that came out of the crowd. I don't know if you heard it or not. Breaking ball is a ball, and Rosa with a delayed steal takes second. So how about that Kyle Rosa, including district play? He's now 5 for 6 stealing bases. Marquez goes out there and has a very brief conversation with Keeling. Rosa in scoring position with 1 out. And the count is 0-1 on Johnson. I thought it was a ball. Evidently it was a called strike. So the count 0-1. Pitch on the way. Ball outside. I talked to Garrett's mom as she entered the ballpark tonight. No, there are no other sons. Garrett's the youngest. It's too bad. It's always too bad when the last son or daughter is finishing up a career. And a spike splitter all the way to the backstop. Rosa moves to third. That's a wild pitch. Now a lot of ways to get Kyle Rosa home from third with only 1 out. Johnson takes a look at Coach Welch. Now he digs in. Keeling doesn't want to give back a run after his teammates made up 3. That's outside, and it's 3-1. Johnson seems to move a little bit closer to the front of the box here. Ready for the 3-1. Here it comes. It's high, ball 4. And now you have Johnson, who's a pretty good base stealer, 4 for 4 during district play. He might be able to kind of get himself hung up between first and second, draw a throw, and then Rosa could sneak home from third. The batter is J.J. Kennett, 1 for 2 with a 4th inning single. He scored the first run in that inning when Ridgepoint got 4 players across the plate. J.J. with the hands close into the body. Now he holds the bat up higher and takes the first pitch strike at the letters. And J.J. has a very expressive face. When he gets a pitch that he doesn't think was a strike, it's kind of like that Mr. Bill O-shaped mouth. Ooh, you know, one of those. Here comes the 0-1. He rips at it just off the end of the bat. A cue shot that ricochets off of Marquez, and it's 0-2. They're saying we want Peyton, and I don't think they mean Peyton Manning. Now there's a fake throw to third. Keeling making that same move that Royce did. The ball stayed in his hand the whole time. 0-2 on Kennett with 1 out and runners at the corners. Ridgepoint leading at 6-3, top of the 5th. That pitch is in the dirt, and it's 1-2. Good discipline on JJ's part. Ridgepoint has one time played in a one-gamer in the first round of the playoffs, and that was 2018 against Cinco Ranch, and they won it 8-1. Chase Hendricks was the winning pitcher. Kennett lifts a fly ball down the left field line, but it's twisting over toward the bullpen. Flies over the tarp tube, and it's still 1-2. So Chase Hendricks in that 2018 playoff opener took a shutout to the 7th inning, gave up 1 run. Here's the pitch, breaking ball in there for a strike to Kennett, and he knew it that time. So he's 1 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts, 2 down, and now it's up to Quinn Pfeiffer to try and get a run out of this. Don't want to miss these opportunities if you're Ridge Point. And now Coach Wallace is out of the Cinco Ranch dugout. I'm not sure what he's talking to the home plate umpire about, but whatever it is, they didn't need to talk very long. Quinn Pfeiffer hit by a pitch his last time up. Marquez steps out in front of home plate, makes some signals to his teammates. The mighty Quinn in the back of the right-handed batter's box. Keeling ready to rock. Here it comes. Outside, if not low for a ball. From my perspective, I can't really tell you if it's outside or not, unless I judge where the catcher moved his glove. Here's the 1-0. There's a ground ball outside of third, foul. Rosa is at third base. He singled to lead off the inning, stole second, got to third on a wild pitch. Garrett Johnson walked. He's at first. And Pfeiffer trying to get that critical two-out hit. 6-3 is not a bad lead, but you'd always feel better if the lead is bigger. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball, strike, 1-2. A late call, and that's why the Ridge Point fans aren't going to like it. But the home plate umpire has been very consistent. So if you're a hitter, you've got to adjust, especially here with 2 strikes. Keeling with a long look in at Marquez. And by the way, here are runners at second and third. Outside for a ball, it's 2-2. Keeling started to run to the dugout. Doing it so quietly that nobody noticed, Garrett Johnson stole second base and no throw from Marquez. So 2 runners in scoring position for Pfeiffer. The count is 2-2. Keeling rocks and fires. Breaking ball in there, called strike 3. So Ridge Point leaves 2 guys in scoring position. They still lead at 6-3 as we move to the bottom of the 5th. This is VypeFortBend.com.
Breaking up is hard to do. Just when you think you're ready to leave, you talk yourself back into staying. And when it comes to your wireless carrier, you know you should have left a while ago. You're over the big 3 carriers. You deserve better. Xfinity Mobile, the carrier rated #1 in customer satisfaction. Now you can get unlimited with 5G included for just $30 a month when you get 4 lines. $30 for all the flexibility you could ask for on the nation's fastest, most reliable network. That's the kind of relationship you want to be in, where there's give and take. We give you unlimited data for $30. You take it everywhere you go. So break free from the big 3 and switch to Xfinity Mobile to start saving.
Take the Savings Challenge at XfinityMobile.com/MySavings or visit an Xfinity store to learn how our Switch Squad makes it easy to switch to Xfinity Mobile and Internet together and save hundreds. Savings compared to top 3 carriers. Xfinity Internet required. Reduced speeds at 20 gigabytes per line. Most reliable based on RootMetrics US report. Results vary, not an endorsement.
I'll keep reminding you, take us with you tomorrow if you're not going to a high school softball or baseball playoff game. You can listen starting at 11:45. It'll be game 2 between Travis and Katie Taylor. If there's a game 3, we'll have that too. But if there's not a game 3 in the Travis-Taylor baseball series, and there is a game 3 in the Travis versus Cy Fair second round softball series, we will head on over to the neutral site of Cy Ranch and get that one for you. Here we go. Parker Menifee still out there, and he deals to Keeling to begin the bottom of the 5th. 6-3 Ridge Point on top. Menifee's next pitch tries to burn off the outside corner but just misses. Menifee shakes off a sign, now brings it to Keeling. Just missed the outside corner, and it's 3-0. Nelson tried to frame that one. The ump didn't buy it. Menifee's next pitch, that's a strike, and Keeling started to throw the bat back to the dugout. It's not ball 4, it's 3-1. Menifee brings the 3-1, and that is ball 4 down and away. You don't want to go all Molly Hatchet here and start flirting with disaster. Or I guess since they were a southern rock and roll band, you need to say flirting with disaster. Now Blake Hansen 0 for 2. And Coach Welch is coming out of the Ridge Point dugout. See if he's going to make a change here. I have a feeling he's going to. Boy, what a slow walk. And I don't see anyone warming up in the bullpen. And he takes the baseball from Menifee, and here's the ovation. These folks love Parker Menifee. He did a good job, and he will give the baseball to the next man up. And that next man up is Hunter Nichols. Hunter is kind of the closer on this team, and we'll tell you about his record when we return on VypeFortBend.com. We're not going to do that because the little commercial player thing is stuck. So I'm going to try to get it working again, but in the meantime, I will tell you about Hunter Nichols. So Hunter Nichols, in district play, there were 13 games and he made 8 appearances, so he was a real workhorse. One of those was a start for the right-hander, who is 2-0 with 2 saves and 2 save opportunities. He got the win versus Bush April the 1st, a win at George Ranch on March the 26th, got the save against the Austin Bulldogs on March 19th, and the save against the Clements Rangers on March the 16th. His ERA is 0. 17 2/3 innings pitched for Hunter Nichols. And in his last 6 appearances, he threw strikes 64% of the time, 61, 67, 65, 66, and 59, but that was a few weeks ago. 6 hits allowed in 17 2/3 innings, only 1 run, which was not earned, 28 strikeouts in the 17 2/3, 10 walks, and he has not given up any long balls. So Hunter Nichols he's the pitcher that Coach Welch trusts the most coming in relief. He never told me that, but I think this move that he just made shows. And there is his strike as he delivers to Blake Hansen, 0-1. Nichols wears the glasses on the mound. Brings it, and swing and a foul straight back. Nothing in the 2 is the count on Hansen. Here's the 0-2. Just missed the outside corner, trying to get him to lunge at one, but he wouldn't do it. 1-2. I don't know if Hansen is related to a bunch of guys who were singing stars, brothers in the state of Oklahoma back in the 90s. You remember Hansen if you're, I don't know, at least 30. Now you might have to be 40 to remember Hansen. I'm not sure what's going on, but the home plate umpire walked over near the Cinco Ranch dugout to check on something. Doesn't appear to be any kind of disagreement. 1-2 as Nichols works to Hansen, Ridgepoint leading 6-3, bottom of the 5th. Runner at first base, that's Keeling. Here's the pitch. Fouled to the top of the backstop and ricochets back onto the playing surface, and it rolls within 1 foot of getting back into fair territory. Hansen swings and fouls another one back. Another hard rebound off of the net. Nichols from the stretch. Brings the 1-2. There's a ground ball, and it's off of the glove of the pitcher, and they'll only get one out. Good play there by Zach Ellis. Hunter Nichols just acting on his reflexes. You know, I think if he hadn't even touched that ball, Zach Ellis would have been able to scoop it, flip to second, and Vossas could have thrown it on to first for a double play. But you get one out, and that's important. So it goes 4-3, one away. And now Gavin Rutherford, 1 for 2 with a double. Nichols shakes off Nelson's first sign. Now gets the one he wants, comes set, brings it. Strike right down the middle. A little bit of run in that fastball. Nichols, very stoic on the mound. Comes set with the glove right in front of his chin. Throws the curveball, swung on and missed. It's 0-2. And now, Gavin Rutherford might very well be guessing. So he steps out. Got to think logically here, but still, you just never know what's coming. Nichols comes set, comes home. Swung on and missed. 2 away. Unless Hunter Nichols makes incredibly efficient work of every hitter in front of him, we are going to see the heart of the order up again for Cinco Ranch. This is just the bottom of the 5th. Here is Ivan Marquez. His first look at Nichols, and it's a fastball high. Here comes the next one from Nichols. And that's a strike on the outside corner, and a little gesture from his catcher Nelson, who says, "That's what I want you to do." Yeah, that right there. And it's 1-1. Nichols takes his time, now comes home, breaking ball down and away. Marquez laid off, and it's 2-1. Marquez is 0 for 1 with a fly out to left field in the first. He also walked in the fourth and scored one of the 3 runs for Cinco Ranch. It's 6-3 Ridgepoint, bottom of the 5th. This is a one-gamer. Nichols ready, brings it, and there's a fly ball sinking fast in right field, coming on to get it is Thatcher, and he won't be able to run it down. And there are runners at first and third. Keeling made it from second to third, but that's as far as he could go. I'm kind of surprised. I thought as long as that ball was in the air that it would have allowed Keeling to round third and come home, but he's at third base. Now Andrew Barker. And we've got the courtesy runner Brian Perez, who's coming in for Marquez at first base. Evidently, Andrew Barker likes Def Leppard. I don't know if you heard that, but I think it's his walk-up song. All right, tying run at the plate. Got to be careful here. Nichols brings it to Barker, high for ball one. Because this is a one-gamer, you can stretch guys out. If Coach Welch thinks that Nichols is pitching effectively, if this goes just the regulation 7 innings, there's no reason to take him out. Fake throw to third, now back over to first. Nothing doing. Perez is back in at first. But at least Nichols threw the ball somewhere. So often you see that move and they just never throw the ball anywhere. Nichols wants Nelson to go through the signs again. He does. 1-0 the count. Barker ready. Pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. 1-1. That was the gas. Don't think, Meat. Just give them the gas. That's what that was. Here's the 1-1 to Barker. Ooh, outside. Tried to burn off that outside edge. Came close. Nelson framed, but to no avail. Nichols nods. Brings the 2-1. That looked good too, but evidently it was outside, and it's 3-1. You don't want to load the bases here. Nichols got the first 2 men he faced, but then gave up the single to Marquez. 3-1. Strike 2. So with runners at the corners, that means the runner at first, Perez, is going to get a head start on this 3-2 pitch. Nichols taking his time, checks the runners, now brings it. And it's ball 4 outside. Sure looked close, and Nichols took 3 steps toward the dugout. He thought he had a called strike 3. So now the bases are loaded. Perez moves over to second. Barker reaches with the base on balls, and it's Tyler Duran who represents the go-ahead run. He's 0 for 1, but he had a walk in the 4th and scored a run. Nichols brings it, working from the stretch. That's down and away. Nelson saved a run with a nice backhand. He had to really slide over into what you'd call the 4-hole, I believe, if he was a hockey goalie. Nichols has to find his control right here. Brings it. Strike, 1-1. Looked like Duran was taking all the way until he gets a strike. Although that's something you usually see in a final at bat, or maybe a next to the last at bat. Keeling at third, Perez at second, and Barker at first. Ridgepoint hanging on to a 6-3 lead. Duran wait on the back foot. Nichols checks the runner at third, comes home with it. That's ball 2 outside. And when Hunter is missing, he's not missing by much. They play Duran straight away in the outfield, not very deep. Nichols ready, brings the 2-1. That's a strike, 2-2. Duran didn't think so on that one. Nichols needs to throw ball 3 here like he needs a hole in the head. He needs to get it in the strike zone. Duran asks for time and steps out. And the Ridgepoint fans sarcastically cheer him. Now he's twirling his bat. I think they're cheering that too. Pretty good at that. Back in the box. Here's the 2-2. That's ball 3, and it was so close. Again, Nichols took steps toward the dugout. And all of the runners will be on the move. The bases are loaded. High drama in the bottom of the 5th in a 3-run game. Here's the pitch. Almost got him swinging. It was a foul tip, and it ricocheted off the tip of Nelson's mitt, and we'll do the 3-2 over again. The guys who came to shoot video for H-Town High School Sports, they're going to have quite a few highlights, and we're far from done. Nichols steps off, now gets back on the rubber. Payoff pitch. Foul ball off to the right. That was the power of Nichols, really brought the velocity. Nichols with a long look at the plate. Duran making him wait. Now he's stepping out again. People are getting a little irritable now. Righty on righty, bases loaded, 3-2, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th, 3-run game. Nichols kicks and comes home. That is ball 4, and Duran throws his bat 30 feet in the air, and that makes it a 6-4 game. I have not seen anybody throw a bat that high in the air after a walk. Coach Welch wants time. He wants to go talk to Nichols. And he finally is granted time, and he gets across the foul line. He's very annoyed with the home plate umpire. We got a 6-4 game. You got some tantalizingly close pitches. I mean close. You remember when Groucho Marx said, if I held you any closer, I'd be in back of you? They were that close. Rainer Castillo is due. The bases are still loaded. So that means the tying run is at second base. Coach Welch has had his little chat with Nichols. And Castillo stands in. He's 1 for 2. But when he hit the single in the second inning, he was thrown out trying to stretch it to a double. Perez at third, Barker at second, and Duran at first. And the first pitch to Castillo is a strike. Nichols shakes off one sign, gets the one he wants, comes set, comes home. Outside for a ball. A lot of traffic on the bases in this inning. Nichols brings the next one. It's down for a ball, 2-1. Castillo pounds both spikes with the barrel of the bat. He's in the middle of the box. Righty on righty. Here it comes. And he made an offer at it. And it was a foul ball. It was a glancing blow off the bat. It made such a soft sound that I was afraid it hit his arm. But it's 2-2. Nichols wants a new baseball. Ridgepoint hanging on to their 6-4 lead with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th, 1 run already in. 2-2 on Castillo. Nichols brings it. Got him swinging. Long way to go, but Ridgepoint gets to the 6th inning with a 2-run lead, and we'll be back. This is VypeFortBend.com.
Breaking up is hard to do. Just when you think you're ready to leave, you talk yourself back into staying. And when it comes to your wireless carrier, you know you should have left a while ago. You're over the big 3 carriers. You deserve better. Xfinity Mobile, the carrier rated #1 in customer satisfaction. Now you can get unlimited with 5G included for just $30 a month when you get 4 lines. $30 for all the flexibility you could ask for on the nation's fastest, most reliable network. That's the kind of relationship you want to be in, where there's give and take. We give you unlimited data for $30. You take it everywhere you go. So break free from the big 3 and switch to Xfinity Mobile to start saving.
Take the savings challenge at xfinitymobile.com/mysavings or visit an Xfinity store to learn how our Switch Squad makes it easy to switch to Xfinity Mobile and Internet together and save hundreds. Savings compared to top 3 carriers. Xfinity Internet required. Reduced speeds at 20 gigabytes per line. Most reliable based on RootMetrics US report. Results vary, not an endorsement.
We take care of you so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max. Taking care of business.
Mom? Mommy? Mother? Good, she's not here. Let me give you a good idea on how to really surprise your mom for Mother's Day. First Tire and Auto. First Tire and Auto has great specials. Check this out. Save up to $300 on tires. Go to firsttireandauto.com for all the details. Don't forget the flowers and spa day too. The tires may not be as big as a surprise as me and Dad think. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firsttireandauto.com.
We're back. Zach Ellis leading off the top of the 6th for Ridgepoint, leading 6-4. Here's the pitch from Keeling. Strike on the outside corner, called strike 3. And he has struck out 3 in a row. 1 away, and now it's Colin Daig. Ridgepoint just doesn't have the momentum they had before, but they still have the lead, 6-4. This may prove to be a real gut check game. First pitch to Daig is down and away, ball 1. Pitch on the way from Keeling. Fouls 1 back. Daig still alive. Here's the pitch from Keeling. Swung on and missed, and it's 2-2. Keeling looks over the top of the glove. Pitch on the way, breaking ball, looked good. I think Daig thought he was dead to rights, but it was called a ball. Must have been a little bit inside, and the count now 3-2. One away, top of the sixth, Ridge Point leading 6-4. Hits are even at 6. Pitch on the way, and he fouls it out of play into the darkness on the right side. One thing I think I ought to just go ahead and tell you this, and I will after Daig's plate appearance. 3-2 on the way. Swung on and missed. Got away from Marquez. He has to get the ball. Wait a minute. It's a foul tip, I guess. And so Daig is still alive. Or maybe it's catcher's interference. I don't know. But he's at first base. Now he's the umpire is calling Daig back to the batter's box. That's what I'm thinking, that it was a foul tip. Okay, while he gets back in the box, I'm just going to tell you that here at Cinco Ranch there is no place for me to plug in. None. And so I brought a fully charged laptop with me. It's running kind of low. I hope it doesn't run out before this game's over. But I'm just letting you know. There's nothing I can do about it. All right. 3-2 to Daig. Here comes another one. And he hit it hard to second base. Scooped up by Atkinson, and he throws him out. 2 away. Now Tyler Dasher. Well, Tyler Dasher is due, but it's not going to be Tyler Dasher. It's going to be Mason Dossett. Mason Dossett coming in and hoping that lightning can strike here with 2 outs. If he can get on, it's the top of the order. Justin Vasas next. That was a curveball that started high and broke in beautifully. It buckled Dossett's knees. And we're getting a few mocking cheers from the Cinco Ranch side. He kind of ducked like it was going to hit him in the head, but it broke right in over the middle. 0-1. Next pitch. Spiked. No chase, and it's 1-1. I've made one little adjustment on my laptop here that I hope will reduce our power usage. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. If I do run out of juice, I have one idea. We might have a little interruption, but I have an idea. Just missing the outside corner. It's now 2-2 on Dossett as he bats with 2 outs and the bases empty coming into the pinch hitting role. And Keeling is kind of pounding on the back of his right leg with his fist, like maybe he's got a muscle tightening up. Dossett, his first plate appearance of the evening. Pinch hitting for Dasher. There's a curveball outside. Good take by Dossett. Dossett's got to make sure he doesn't chase anything out of the zone. That's high, ball 4. Now Jason Vasas struck out, walked, and singled. On his single, as there were throws home to try and get guys who were scoring, he tried to stretch it all the way to third and got thrown out. Keeling brings it down and away for a ball. Vasas holds up his hand so Dossett knows not to try and go after second base. Keeling nods. Brings the 1-0. Vossas takes. It's outside, 2-0. Just sent a little message to my wonderful producer, Suna Venkat. Now it's 2-0. Vossas standing in there. Keeling comes home, and it's high on the infield. Should be an easy pop-up. Keeling calling for it, backs up. He's got it. So the 2-out walk does not blossom. Ridgepoint still hanging on to a 6-4 lead. Will go to the bottom of the 6th. This is VypeFortBend.com.
Breaking up is hard to do. Just when you think you're ready to leave, you talk yourself back into staying. And when it comes to your wireless carrier, you know you should have left a while ago. You're over the big 3 carriers. You deserve better. Xfinity Mobile, the carrier rated #1 in customer satisfaction. Now you can get unlimited with 5G included for just $30 a month when you get 4 lines. $30 for all the flexibility you could ask for on the nation's fastest, most reliable network. That's the kind of relationship you want to be in, where there's give and take. We give you unlimited data for $30. You take it everywhere you go. So break free from the big 3 and switch to Xfinity Mobile to start saving.
Take the Savings Challenge at XfinityMobile.com/MySavings or visit an Xfinity store to learn how our Switch Squad makes it easy to switch to Xfinity Mobile and Internet together and save hundreds. Savings compared to top 3 carriers. Xfinity Internet required. Reduced speeds at 20 gigabytes per line. Most reliable based on RootMetrics US report. Results vary, not an endorsement.
Okay, folks, I hope we haven't had any kind of change in our signal quality. Hope we haven't dropped out or anything. There's this particular thing that I have to open up that's kind of an on-screen recording studio. And somehow, tonight, there are 3 of them open. And sometimes I don't know which one I'm operating on. So I'm hoping you're hearing me now. Hunter Nichols back out there for his first full inning of work, and he throws a pitch in the dirt to begin the at-bat. It's Charles Atkinson standing in. Next pitch to him is grounded foul on the left. J.J. Kennett over there with quick reaction. Even though he knew it was foul, he just felt like fielding it, so he did. 1-1 the count. There's a pitch down and away. He's trying to get Atkinson to chase. Next pitch, ground ball to Vossas at short. Waits on it, fires, right on target to Daig. 1 away. You know, Vossas kind of handles plays like that like Ken Caminiti used to for the Astros. He played third base, Caminiti did, and they'd hit a hard ground ball to him. And he would stand there and hold the ball for what seemed like a full second because he had such confidence in his arm. And then just to show off, he would wait till the last instant and let go of the ball and throw the guy out. Well, I wouldn't say that Vossas pushed the envelope quite as far as Caminiti there, but he took his time because he knew he could get it there. First pitch to Brock DeYoung. Correction, it's not Brock DeYoung, it's a pinch hitter. Jacob Wiggins. Wiggins, who came in to play right field when they switched the pitchers. By the way, Nichols threw a pitch, but it was no pitch because Wiggins had been granted time before he threw it. Here comes the 0-1. Down and in for a ball. Nichols wants to pitch right now. Wiggins, right-handed hitter, looks at one down and away. DeYoung had struck out twice, and so Brett Wallace, the head coach for Cinco Ranch, is pulling the strings. The 2-1 pitch and 3-1 on the pinch hitter. After Wiggins, it's back to the top of the order in Clayton Keeling. Nichols delivers. That's a strike, and he threw the bat back toward the dugout. But it's 3-2. And I can see that Wiggins is apologizing to the umpire. 3-2 with one out. Pitch on the way. Called strike 3. So Nichols almost lost him, but he was able to come back and get the number 9 hitter. He struck out the number 9 hitter 3 times tonight. Back to the top, Keeling. 2 outs, bases empty. That's the way you want it to be when he comes up. Pitch on the way, breaking ball away, and it's 1-0. Keeling has singled twice and walked. They haven't been able to keep him off the base paths. That pitch is down for ball 2. Nichols brings it. Big rip off the backstop. Might have made it to the upper deck if they were playing in Minute Maid Park. And the baseball that Nichols got after that pitch was fouled off, he didn't like that one. He wants another one, and he's got it. Ridgepoint trying to hang on to this 6-4 lead. This is a one-gamer. Win it, and you move to the next round of the playoffs. Lose it, and you're done. Another big rip, and that makes it 2-2. You just better hope that Keeling doesn't square up one of those Nichols fastballs. Nichols is throwing hard and throwing well. Shakes off a sign, now brings this one. That one's high and away. And the count full with 2 outs and the bases empty in the bottom of the 6th. Nichols nods, kicks and comes home. Downstairs, that's ball 4. So Keeling's been on every time. 2 walks and 2 hits. Now Blake Hansen. See how much attention that Nichols pays to Keeling, who's taken a short lead, and Daig is holding him on there. Pitch to Hansen, strike. Hansen digs in from the left-handed batter's box. Nichols holds the ball right in front of his chin, looks at first. Now brings the 0-1, swung on and missed. Oh, this would be big. If they could get to the bottom of the 7th and know they weren't going to see Keeling and Hansen for a while. The 0-2. Oh, foul back. Just got a piece. Ricocheted off the barrel of the bat, and then Nelson's mitt, and it's still 0-2. Nichols takes a deep breath. Righty working to lefty. Here it comes. And another foul back by Hansen. And Coach Welch is asking Nelson where the pitch was. Like, did he swing at a strike? Did he throw it too much right down the middle, center cut? And for some reason, Coach Welch or Coach Dutka wanted Nichols to step off, and he did. Nichols comes set, brings the 0-2. Looked good, but it's ball one. Nelson kind of hopped up as he caught that ball coming in. Think he knew it was outside. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed. Got him with the curveball. That could end up, it could prove to be a biggie. This is a biggie. You remember Caddyshack. All right. We're going to the 7th. Ridge Point hanging on. 6-4 is our score. This is VypeFortBend.com.
GetAGreatGig.com presents Gary Horn of HornSolutions.net on the most important factors in starting a business.
Number one, where will you get the necessary capital? 2, you will probably not make money for some period of time. Prepare a conservative model of expected cost and revenues. 3, are you willing to work long hours for no pay and make sure all employees are paid?
For more free career and job search advice, log on to GetAGreatGig.com.
Hello, I'm Gary Horn, CEO of Horn Solutions. Our team of experienced accounting, finance, and IT professionals have delivered solutions to Houston businesses for over 3 decades. Our project group provides services ranging from assisting with mergers, acquisitions, and integrations to interim staffing. Our executive search group provides full-time placements for accounting, finance, and IT positions. Let Horn Solutions help you meet the challenges your company faces. Visit hornsolutions.net.
All right, Ridge Point hanging on. 6-4. We go to the 7th. We've got good news and bad news. The good news is the Ridge Point girls have won game 1 of their series with Bel Air 10-6 on the strength of a Reagan Green grand slam. But the Elkins Knights, after taking an early lead over the Tompkins Falcons, they end up losing game 1 of that series 14-3. It kind of got out of hand. So Elkins will have to find a way to win games 2 and 3. So what else we got here? Earlier, like starting at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Kempner beat Northside 3-1 in game 1 of their series. They will play game 2 at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning at Kempner. All the games in that series are at Kempner. Now Kyle Rosa is going to lead it off in the 7th for Ridge Point. A few more runs on the board would make things much more comfortable for the Panthers. Keeling hesitates when he brings that knee up and delivers the first pitch in the dirt for a ball to Rosa. And there's a pitch in there for a strike to Rosa. Keeling looks over the top of his glove. Here comes the 1-1. Rosa with a ground ball off of the pitcher's glove, but Atkinson at second recovers, picks it up and throws over to first base and gets Rosa by less than a step. So score that 4-3. Now it's Brandon Nelson. He's got home run power. But the pitchers, even though they've had some trouble with walks and haven't gotten as many strikeouts as they like, they have done well enough to avoid letting anyone barrel it up. And there's a ball to Nelson. Nelson, by the way, is a lefty swinger, and the wind is not really going to help him too much unless he decides to go oppo taco, as they say. Breaking ball in there for a strike, and it's 1-1 on Nelson. Keeling hesitates again, and Nelson with a nice rip, but he fouls it back. Takes off the batting helmet, had an itch. Probably not dandruff. One and two is the count. Ridgepoint leading 6-4. We're in the seventh. Pitch on the way. And inside. And now they're giving Marquez, the catcher, the business for not catching that one. Here's the 2-2. And it's a little soft one to Atkinson, coming in and catches it right in front of second base. Little looper, very weak contact. Nice pitch by Keeling. I don't know whether to call that a pop-up or a soft liner or what, but it went to the second baseman, Atkinson, and there's two away. Now Garrett Johnson. He's 0 for 2, but he did walk and steal a base in inning number 5. First pitch swinging. It's a bouncer to the third baseman, Rutherford, and he throws him out. It's a 1-2-3 inning. We will go to the bottom of the 7th. Hunter Nichols will go back to the mound for the Ridgepoint Panthers and try and close this one out. This is VypeFortBend.com, your broadcast home for Fort Bend County sports.
Mom, Mommy, Mother? Good, she's not here. Let me give you a good idea on how to really surprise your mom for Mother's Day. First Tire and Auto. First Tire and Auto has great specials. Check this out. Save up to $300 on tires. Go to firsttireandauto.com for all the details. Don't forget the flowers and spa day too. The tires may not be as big as a surprise as me and Dad think. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugarland and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Okay, just wanted to let you know I just got a battery is running low on the laptop thing. I cannot plug it in anywhere. There's nowhere to plug it in here at Cinco Ranch. So if it dies before the game is over, I apologize profusely. I hope it'll hang on. By the way, I'm trying to get another score for you. Somebody beat somebody 8-2, but I don't know, who. All right, Hunter Nichols is on the mound. Rutherford is in the batter's box. Hang on. Laptop. First pitch, fly ball to center field. It's going to be an easy play for Johnson. No, it's not. It's gone. It's a solo shot that makes it 6-5. Wow. The plot thickens. Gavin Rutherford has gone deep. Nobody else was able to take advantage of the wind until he did. And based on the body language, I thought Garrett Johnson was going to camp under it. Did not happen, though. All right, Travis beat Katie Taylor 8-2. Travis beat Katie Taylor in the first round of their baseball series 8-2, so they will be going for the sweep tomorrow at noon. We'll have that one for you on a fully charged and plugged in laptop. It is 6-5. Nichols now pitches, squaring around to bunt, but holding back is Marquez. 6-5 game, so the tying run is in the batter's box right now. See if Nichols can maintain his composure. Down and away, that's ball 2. Nobody warming up for Ridgepoint. Nichols shakes off a sign. Now brings it. That's low, and it's 3-0. My goodness. There's a pitch. It's a 4-pitch walk. That last one was close, but close only counts in, horseshoes and hand grenades. So the tying run is on at first base. Now Nelson is going to go out there and talk to Nichols. The hitter who is due is Andrew Barker. And Coach Welch is going to go out there and talk to Nichols. I don't know if he intends to make a change here. These are tense moments, and this is where a coach really earns his money. And I got a flashing X telling me I'm about to run out of juice. It's still Hunter Nichols' game. By the way, if we do run out of juice and can't finish this broadcast, you will be able to see the score on the VypeFortBend.com website.